Oh, Brighton! And a whole camp full of soldiers! I can't resist a red coat. I can't resist a man in regimental uniform, his shoulders white, his pants scarlet coat, so how I took with shorts and polish. I can't resist a red coat. Let's go, Mama. Let's go among the new officers who've been. A lot of redcoats there. I want to go with us to Brighton. There are a lot of officers. They're so handsome. And they're so excited. A holiday in Brighton. A summer by the sea. Swords of soldiers all beg a kiss from me. Will she say no? Will she say yes? I would make you guess. Attention! Redcoats, forward, march! Oh, Mama! Mama! I must tell you something. Mr. Bennett! Have you heard the news? Someone has bought a rented Meadowfield Park! Don't you want to know who has rented it?
You want to tell me? They'll not argue against it.
Bingley is his name. Oh, he's rich and single. His income is £5,000 a year. That's a lot of money, Mr. Bennett. What a fine thing for girls.
Now, my dear, how does Mr. Bingley's money affect our daughters?
My dear Mr. Bennett, how can you be so tiresome? You know that Mr. Bingley may fall in love and marry one of them. You must acquaint him with their family. Visit him at once.
You and the girls may go visit him. And if he wants to marry our daughter Lizzie, tell me as my blessing.
No, it would be her Jane. She is the prettiest girl in the neighborhood.
Lizzie has more wit than her sisters. But if he wants a stupid wife, the others are silly and ignorant like other girls.
Mama!
Lydia!
Mama, have
Lydia!
Have you heard
Lydia!
Mr. Bingley's coming?
Lydia, it's mine!
I will wear it! Look what you've done to it!
But Lydia, you burned it last time!
Because it's mine! You're too pleased! For goodness sake! You tear my arms into shreds! Why are you fighting over a stupid ribbon? Kitty!
I want to wear it for when Mr. Bailey's is Pinatubo tomorrow!
Oh, but Mama, the ribbon is mine! Mr. Bingley!
Enough! Behave, my girls. For you'll be receiving a gentleman and a stranger for 2 weeks starting from tonight.
A gentleman and stranger! It is Mr. Bingley!
While it is not Mr. Bingley, it is my cousin Mr. Collins, the man to inherit this estate. He can throw all of you out of this house when I die.
Which must be very soon. It is the hardest thing that your estate must be taken away from your children.
It's the law, Mama, that since you have no sons, the closest male relative should inherit father's property.
Why don't we receive the military officers instead? We have met a new officer, Mama. His name is Mr. Wickham.
The handsomest officer in Meryton. He's quite perfect!
Oh, he has a gorgeous face. A good figure. A pleasing vibe. The things I would love to do to him if he stayed in this house for 2 weeks.
But Mr. Wickham is the size of Lizzie!
Aw, does he like Lizzie? Lizzie, you'll never be as pretty as Jane. But it is a good thing that someone has his eyes on you. Likewise, Mama, you were never as pretty as your sisters, but Father had his eyes on you.
Mr. William Collins?
Elegant, spectacular, 80s! My cousin. Here is my wife. My eldest, Jane, Lizzie, Mary, Kitty, and my youngest, Lydia.
Oh my! Such pretty daughters. Fame has fallen short of the truth, especially to the case of Miss J. Your chromosomes have combined very beautifully. I would love to dance.
I would love to dance with Mr. Bingley at the ball tomorrow. Mr. Bingley would know us, for your father would not visit him and praise my poor nerves to him. But Mama, I am sick of Mr. Bingley.
I'm sorry to hear that, Mrs. Bennet. For I was only teasing. I visited him this morning.
You have visited him? You're an excellent father. Nothing you ever say shall pain my poor nerves again.
Jacob, bakit?
Well, they look as if they like themselves much better than what they seem. Except for Mr. Bingley, at least. Jane, Elizabeth! I have learned how rich a man Mr. Darcy is. Bingley's will is nothing to his. His income is £10,000 a year.
10,000?
Don't you think he's the handsomest man you've ever seen, girls?
Oh, he wouldn't seem so handsome if he weren't so rich.
Oh, look, they're coming over. Smile, girls. Mr. Bingley! I am Mr. Bennet's wife. This is Miles Jane. And here's Elizabeth. Mary is sitting over there. And he didn't lead you dancing. Do you like dancing too, sir?
There is nothing I love better, madam. Miss Jane, do you have a partner for the next dance?
I do not have a partner, sir.
Will you dance with me then?
It will be a pleasure.
And you, sir?
I beg your pardon. This is my friend, Mr. Darcy. And this is my sister, Caroline Bingley.
I'm delighted to meet you, Mrs. Bennet. Miss Bennet.
How about you, Mr. Darcy? Do you like dancing too?
I rarely dance.
Let this be one of the occasions, sir. You cannot easily find such lively music, or such pretty partners, or such refreshing atmosphere and such pretty...
It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Excuse us, madam.
Did you ever meet such a proud, disagreeable man?
Mama, he will hear you.
I don't care. His friend is such a charming gentleman. But that Mr. Darcy has such disgusting manners, disgusting pride. Does he think he is too important to talk to us?
Well, as a man who earns £10,000 a year, probably yes. Anyway, Mama, we do not need to care of his good opinion.
No, indeed.
Perhaps he's not very handsome after all.
No, indeed. Go on and dance now, girls, but do not dance with an arrogant man.
was over.
Darcy, I must have you back. I hate seeing you standing up by yourself again.
Bingley, it is a punishment to stand up with most of the women in here.
But Darcy, I have never met so many beautiful girls in my life.
You were dancing with the only beautiful girl in the room.
Miss Jane Bennet is the most beautiful creature I have ever met. Your sister, Elizabeth, is very pretty too. She is sitting right behind you.
She is tolerable, but not pretty enough to tempt me. Return to your partner, Billy. You are wasting your time with me.
She is tolerable, but not pretty enough to tempt me.
Who is?
Apparently me, according to that rich man, Mr. Darcy.
What? Poor Lizzie. Tolerable, but not pretty enough.
No, I don't mind, Charlotte. The man is so full of pride, I would consider it bad luck to be liked by him. Lizzie! Did you see how good your sister was when her dance with Mr. Bingley?
My Jane is a splendid dancer, isn't she, sir?
She is excellent, madame. And her friend, Miss Charlotte
It's very plain.
Ma.
It's a shame she's not pretty. Mother.
Miss Charlotte is very good at dancing.
But we can all agree that she is very plain. Her face!
Mama.
Lizzie would not admit that her friend is plain.
I don't like to boast of mine,
No,
but
no,
of course everybody knows that my Jane is the most beautiful girl around. You know, when she was 15, a gentleman wrote her some poems.
And his affection ended because poetry is the poison of love.
Poetry is not a poison, but the food of love, Elizabeth. What can a man do to make a woman fall in love, other than to write her some poetry?
Well, Mr. Darcy, he must dance with her. For dancing is a certain step towards falling in love. Even if your partner is only tolerable.
I can guess what you're thinking, Mr. Darcy. This is a stupid way of spending the evening. I've never been so annoyed. I hate balls.
Actually, Caroline, I am captivated by the pair of fine eyes in the face of a pretty woman.
Mr. Darcy, we have been friends for many years, but you have never told me you were charmed by my eyes.
Actually, the woman I'm referring to is Miss Elizabeth Bennet.
Miss Elizabeth Bennet? Miss Elizabeth Bennet? Mr. Darcy, I am so shocked. Sir! Mr. Oh my God! Sir! That girl has a very interesting family indeed.
Fine eyes, she has fine eyes, full of mystical charms. That kind of fine eyes that illumine her face, and the figure like a daisy, full of feminine grace, that begs me to embrace and keep her safe in my arms. I long to know what she's feeling. I want a place in her heart. What might they be concealing? Those fine eyes that haunt me and set her apart. Yes, her fine eyes, clever brown eyes, have a world of their own. They can hypnotize, surprise, or turn me
capture and then set me free. She has fine eyes, lovely dark eyes, in her beautiful face. What will her answer be? Is love awaiting me in her fine eyes?
I do not have the pleasure of knowing where my eldest sister is.
Jane is in Netherfield. Caroline Bingley invited her yesterday.
Yesterday,
Well, it seemed likely to rain yesterday. And so I asked her to go horseback, to stay every night with Mr. Bingley.
good heavens, what?
A letter has arrived from Netherfield.
My dearest Lizzie, I am very unwell this morning because of getting wet through yesterday. And except for a sore throat, a cold, a fever, and a headache, there's nothing wrong with me. Mama!
Well, if Jane becomes very sick and dies, we all know she's in the pursuit of Mr. Bingley.
And we all know who we are to blame.
Nonsense, nonsense. People do not die of little colds and headaches. Our Jane will be fine.
Mama, I think I must walk to Netherfield to see Jane.
Why do you think of walking all the dirt?
Every impulse of feeling should be guided by reason, and exertion should always be in proportion to its required.
Lynn, I can walk with you until Meryton. We will go there to meet the officers.
Good idea. I would love to see the captain's handsome face before he leaves for London. Very well. But behave yourselves, you two, and do not flirt with the officers.
Oh, Mama!
You know we don't flirt. Let us go there before the captain's catches. What a surprise they would get. Let's go. I'm so excited.
Bye!
I have suspected it for some time, but now I'm convinced, Mr. Bennet, that our two youngest daughters are the silliest girls in the country.
Miss Elizabeth Bennet. Miss Elizabeth Bennet, it is very good to see you.
Oh my. Did you walk here?
Is it so evident? No, yes, Miss Bingley, I did.
In such a dirty weather.
Oh, as you can see.
What a kind gesture for your sister. I am sure she will appreciate your coming.
I'm sorry, sir, but how is she?
Miss Jane is awake now, but I'm not sure if this is well enough to deliver.
Her room is upstairs.
Thank you, Mr. Darcy.
I like this man.
I agree, Caroline. I like her as well.
Yes, but I'm sure you saw how low and unsophisticated her family is.
My sister. That doesn't make her any less beautiful in my eyes.
I don't understand you, Bingley. The Bennets are very uncivil.
Exactly! Elizabeth Bennet, for example. I will never forget how wild she looked this morning. She was such this!
I thought she looked beautiful today.
Yes. Her eyes were brightened by the exercise.
What are you talking She doesn't have any beauty. I think I got it. Her face is too dull. Her features are not pretty.
Caroline, I think...
Some people think her eyes are beautiful. But I could not see anything extraordinary in them at all.
You sound envious, Caroline. And envious people are not always wise.
Do most people really think she is pretty? My God! The world belongs to the faithless! Mr. Bingley?
Miss Jane!
I am well enough now, sir. Thank you for your attention when I was sick.
It's been a pleasure.
You're very kind.
There is no enjoyment like reading, right, Mr. Darcy? Let's walk around the room, Miss Elizabeth. Will you join Mr. Darcy?
If you want to talk to each other, I will only get in your way. But if you think that your figures look good when walking, I can admire you better from here.
Do not worry, we can always tease him or laugh at him.
We cannot do those to a perfect man like him.
Oh, that is very unlucky, for I really love to laugh.
Nothing and no one is perfect. Everyone has a natural fault. My good opinion once lost is lost forever. That is my fault.
Well, I think your fault is a tendency to hate everyone.
And yours is willfully to misunderstand them.
Let's have a little music, shall we?
Will you dance with me, Miss Elizabeth?
Why, I have not... Thank you. Yes.
You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. You'll be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At last, long love has arrived, and I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you. You'll be like heaven to touch. I wanna hold you so much. At last I'm loved, how's the ride? And I thank God I'm alive. You're just too good to be true. Can't take my eyes off you.
I could feel his eyes on me again.
I simply can't stop looking at her.
Does he look at me because of admiration or because of dislike?
I have never admired anyone as much as I admire her.
But it doesn't matter. I like him too little to care for his opinion.
But I cannot be tempted by a woman so inferior.
I cannot wait to see your two other daughters come home, Mrs. Bennet.
Yes!
I want to tell you that the eldest Miss Bennet has captured my special attention.
Oh, I have heard it 1,000 times before. But for the first time, I could say that I think Jane is getting engaged.
Engaged?
Lizzie, who's next to her in age and beauty, would be excellent for you.
Oh, a very good alternative. I must speak to her as soon as she returns.
Mama, dear Jane, I am so glad you're back. And Lizzie.
Elegant, spectacular ladies.
Oh, dear Lizzie, Mr. Collins has something to say to you. I am sure that you would be very glad to hear it.
No, Mama, I don't
Come,
think
my
that...
Jane, I want you upstairs. Tell me everything that happened between you and Mr. Fingley.
No, I beg you. I am sure he has nothing to say that you need not to hear.
Nonsense, nonsense. We will go and you will stay where you are. Come on. Jane.
Your modesty makes you even more perfect. I want to tell you that I have chosen you to be my wife. But before I get carried away by my intense feelings, I must state my reasons for marrying. Firstly, that since I am a